Hello everyone, welcome back to AutoTrend TV. I'm your Viprajesh again from Ramani Volkswagen Showroom Coimbatore today, and I'm here with the new Volkswagen Vento TSI Highline variant. You may have already seen my detailed review of the Highline Plus variant of the Volkswagen Vento TSI, and this here is one variant lower to that. So first of all, on the exteriors you can see that this car does not get all LED headlamps or LED DRLs. These are the regular headlamps carried over from the Volkswagen Polo. However, the grille gets a glossy black treatment along with a chrome strip at the bottom. This Highline variant also receives front fog lamps while also offering cornering lamps. Moving on towards the sides, you get to see these new design dual-tone 15-inch alloy wheels, which are nice and snazzy looking and are more interesting than the alloy wheels on the Skoda Rapid. Here's a quick look at the side profile of the Volkswagen Vento TSI Highline variant. And as you can see, despite not being the top spec variant, this Highline variant still looks very good. You can also see body skirts like design elements all around the car. Another nice detail is that even though not being the top spec variant, you still get chrome lined outer door handles that give you a very premium feel even though not being the top spec Highline Plus variant. Moving towards the back, the Volkswagen Vento's design has always been the same and quite similar to the Highline Plus variant. You get the redesigned tail lamps along with the chrome strip on the boot lid while also getting a diffuser-like design element on the rear bumper. This design element carries forward the honeycomb pattern seen on the front grille, while the exhaust pipe is provided on the left side. A reverse camera is available only on the top spec Highline Plus variant, whereas 4 reverse parking sensors are standard from the entry-level variant itself. So that was all about the exteriors. Now let's get inside this car to check out the features and differences. Yes folks, right now I'm inside the new Volkswagen Vento TSI Highline variant, and this is how the interior looks like. Basically this is one variant lower to the top spec Highline Plus, so it does not get a few features when you compare with the top spec variant. However, you get most of the features, which is very nice, starting with the leather wrap steering wheel. Of course, you can see that this is a flat bottom steering wheel along with very good quality leather wrapping similar to the top spec Highline Plus variant. And of course, you also get cruise control. As you can see, this is properly a very good spec variant, so that is also very nice. You also get steering mounted audio controls on both sides along with Bluetooth telephony, and that is also very nice. Coming to the center console, you get a touchscreen system similar to the top spec Highline Plus variant. This is a 6.5-inch touchscreen. However, you do not get reverse parking camera. Instead, you get only reverse parking sensor monitor screen. However, you get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as standard, so that is also very nice. You get various input options as well. You get pen drive slot over here, you get an aux port over here, and there is also a memory card slot. So you can actually play a lot of things using all these input options, say for video. However, video can be played only when the handbrake is turned on. Apart from that, you of course get Bluetooth and Android Auto Apple CarPlay compatibility as well. Coming lower down, you get automatic climate control, which is standard from the mid-spec variant, and it is a familiar unit seen on the Skoda Rapid as well. So this is very nice. Coming lower down further, you get this new 6-speed manual transmission similar to the top spec Highline Plus variant, because this gets a proper piano black finish along with certain brushed metal accents as well. Coming to this storage bin over here, you get of course 2 cup holders. Let me just turn on the light for you. And yeah, so as you can see, these are the very familiar cup holders similar to the Skoda Rapid. You can either use this as a storage bin or as proper cup holders with very large sized cups as well. So that is very nice, thoughtful design. And this here is a 12-volt charging socket similar to the Skoda Rapid. So coming further behind, you get the handbrake lever, which also has got a brushed aluminium kind of end over here. And you get of course the familiar armrest at the center, which is wrapped in leather and also gets a rubber lined storage pocket inside. So that was all about this. Talking about leather, of course, even the Highline variant, even though this being not a top spec variant, still you get a leather upholstery finish on the seats and even on the door pads. As you can see, the armrest is also leather padded. It is not very soft and cushy, but still you can see the leather over here. Let me just try zooming in, so you can see the leather finish over here. And of course, coming to power windows, you get one touch down and up function for all the windows on all doors, including anti-pinch protection. So that is also very nice. Talking about other nice things, from the entry-level variant itself, the Volkswagen Vento gets tilt and telescopic adjustable steering wheel, and this being one variant lower to the top spec, You also get front and rear fog lamps. As you can see, these are the fog lamps, and you can basically turn them on however you like. So that is also nice. You get a headlamp leveler scroller over here. The top spec Highline Plus variant, on the other hand, had auto leveling headlamps, but this one does not. But still, it's totally fine. You also get a rear windshield defroster over here, so that is also very helpful while driving at hills. So talking about storage, of course, you get a very large glove box with cooling function over there. There is the cooling vent on the right side end, and it also gets an interior illumination for the glove box. So that is very, very thoughtful. It is a very large glove box, and you can use it to store various items. The door pockets are, of course, very large and can easily house 1 liter bottles. Just like that. So that is also very nice. And one surprise on this mid-spec variant is the availability of an electrochromic IRVM, which is auto dimming. As you can see, it does not have a manual switch for the day-night modes. This is properly an electrochromic IRVM, so that is also very thoughtful and nice. While the sun visors are, of course, standard, with the driver side not getting any vanity mirror, whereas the passenger side getting one large good quality one. So that was all about that. You also get power folding ORVMs, as you can see, so that is also available. Another feature I would like to show you in this car is, of course, the key. Of course, you get 2 flip keys. Both are exactly the same. You do not get a normal non-remote key on the Volkswagen Vento Highline variant, and this key also includes a trunk opening button, which is very, very handy. You have to slot in the key to turn on the car. So as you can see, this here is the MID screen. This here is the instrument cluster, basically similar to any other Volkswagen Vento and Polo top spec variants. So it gets distance to empty, trip meter, and so on. It is very, very handy to use. So it is nice. You get analog meters only for the speedometer and tachometer, whereas the fuel gauge is located in the MID itself. So that is fine. It is just a typical plain and easy to read instrument cluster. If you turn on the headlamps, of course, the brightness is increased, so that is fine. Another feature I would like to talk to you about is the availability of remote open and closing of windows, all the windows. As you already know, the Volkswagen Vento Highline and Highline Plus variants get one-touch up and down functions for the windows, all the windows. So you can basically operate them using the remote key itself. If you long press the unlock button, all the windows will be rolled down, and if you long press the lock button, all the windows, I mean whichever window is open, will be automatically rolled up. So that is a very, very helpful feature, which is also available on the mid-spec variant of the Skoda Rapid as well. So that was all about the interior, the front part of the interior of the Volkswagen Vento Highline variant. Yes, another thing is that this being a Highline variant, you also get height adjustment for the driver seat, which is also very, very helpful for all kinds of drivers. So now let me just get to the back seat to check out the features over there. Yes folks, I'm right now in the back seat of the new Volkswagen Vento TSI Highline variant. This, even though not being the top spec variant, you get all the features you will need on a mid-size C-segment sedan, almost equal to the top spec Highline Plus variant. The only thing you will be missing out is the availability of a reverse parking camera, but you can of course fit that as an accessory. Coming to the rear seats, of course, you get the very same excellent amount of knee room, very good foot room, and good amount of headroom as well. You also get decent amount of width so that you can easily seat 3 people abreast as well. However, the middle passenger has to deal with the very large hump over here on the floor, but still it is totally fine if he can adjust. The rear AC vents are standard from the entry-level variant itself on the Skoda Rapid as well, and that is the similar case over here. These are decent in terms of airthrow. Of course, you can adjust them for a good range, and you also get a bottle holder integrated into this, which is a flip down, and is easy to use, but still it could have been better. It's okay still. Underneath that, you also get a 12-volt charging socket, which is very, very handy for the rear seat passengers. On the doors of the rear seats, you also get some sort of storage space. However, I don't think you can fit any bottles over here, so that is why they have given this bottle holder over here in order to compensate for that. Another nice thing I would like to point out is that even though this not being a top spec variant, you get the typical chauffeur mode kind of thing over here. This here is the lever which can easily adjust the legroom of the front seat. You can even adjust that from the back seat itself. So if you don't have any passenger on the front co-passenger seat, So this can be easily used as a limousine as you can see, with the chauffeur driving the car, you at the back seat just relaxing and stretching out as on a limousine. So that is very helpful. Similar to the top spec variant, the Skoda Rapid does not get this feature on the mid spec variants, so that is a good point to note. And of course the seats themselves are very comfortable. You get the very same leather upholstery, they are perforated, so you don't need to worry about sweating as well. There is a very large center armrest with cup holders, and of course all the variants of the Skoda Rapid and the Vento get adjustable rear headrests. That is a very good thing in terms of safety. And talking about safety, this not being the top spec variant, you do not get 4 airbags similar to the top spec variant. Instead you get only 2, which are standard from the entry level variant itself. You get dual airbags, ABS with EBD, engine immobilizer, remote central locking, and pre-tensioner equipped seat belts. So that is all about safety. However, this car is built very strong, and it's typical of Volkswagen to provide maximum build quality and safety levels. So that was all about safety as well. So let me just conclude this review once I show you the boot. Opening the boot of the Volkswagen Vento Highline variant, you get to see the very same 494-liter boot capacity with an intrusion beam at the back of the rear seats. Just like on the top spec variant, you also get good amount of carpeting all around the boot, and the boot space itself is a bit larger than the Skoda Rapids. Under the boot floor, you get to see a 14-inch steel spare wheel, which can be used temporarily and up to a speed limit of 80 km per hour. The jack and all the tools are provided in this area itself, along with a separate storage bin where you can store your smaller items. So that was all about the boot space of the Volkswagen Vento Highline variant. Let's now conclude this review. So that was a detailed review of the Volkswagen Vento TSI Highline variant. According to me, this is the best pick of the Volkswagen Vento TSI lineup, because for the same price as the lower spec Comfortline variant, you get significantly more features such as leather seats, electrochromic IRVM, auto folding ORVMs, and alloy wheels without any major price difference. On the other hand, the Highline variant is actually 3 lakh rupees cheaper than the top spec Highline Plus variant and compromises just on a few features such as automatic headlamps, 16-inch alloy wheels, a reverse parking camera, and side airbags. This Highline variant is also available with a 6-speed automatic transmission, which adds to the convenience. So do let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this Highline variant of the Volkswagen Vento TSI. Meanwhile, this is Viprajesh signing off. See you on another video. Thank you for watching.